At my dad's company, we had a problem basically where we had salespeople that were sending emails and we had no idea whether or not people were reading them. There were metrics for marketing when you sent an email to 10,000 people, but there was nothing for that one-to-one email that you were sending to just one person. And so we said, hey, what if we could build this? So that was the initial start of the idea, and then when we built it and tested it out, we got back just incredible data and were amazed at how much stuff behind the scenes was happening that you just can't see. At that point, when we got that info back and we saw how useful it was for us, that's really when we said, hey, this could be an actual business. But we built it for a need for our own company and just to solve a problem that we had in the business. Bananatag essentially helps internal communicators create emails right inside of their email clients, so whether that's Outlook or Google Apps, and then they can send those out to their organization. They can embed surveys, get feedback from employees, and really just help communicate better and figure out what employees are interested in, what's working and what's not. And if you think about the number of emails that you probably get in a day and the number that I get in a day, I don't read half of them, but if something comes in my inbox that's interesting, that I'm actually interested in stuff that's in it, I'll read it. So being able to track, measure that, but then also send to the correct groups or send at the right frequency, it's really important in terms of getting that actual engagement with your email. We launched in August of 2012, and there are basically 3 co-founders working in the business. And then in 2014, we really started adding people, and today we are, I think, over 70 people now.
We come together to answer the call. We play it loud, or we play nothing at all. It's gonna be the wild ones.
One of the interesting things was I remember walking into a sales meeting and everybody was looking at their shoes, and I knew they weren't happy. They wanted to succeed, but they were looking at their shoes because some of them weren't succeeding. And over time, we turned that around to watching those same salespeople participating in a sales meeting. They were dynamic and confident and bullish about what was going to happen in the future.
Cal's previous record in March 2018, where he closed $137,000 of new revenue, and the new record holder goes to Carly. That's such a surprise.
The one really clear thing that I know RevUp did for us is on the sales side of things, and it took a lot of work with one of the mentors working not just with me but also with our manager and some of the rest of the team as well, to create a system to figure out what it is that we need to look for, what are the different steps that need to be in place before we know that this account is going to come through. And I mean, in terms of the impact that has on a business, if I as a CEO can rely on the fact that we're definitely going to hit this set of numbers, then I can actually make business decisions based on that. But if I don't know whether or not we're going to hit them, if we might miss them by $50,000, that's multiple hires that I'm unsure about making if I can't trust the numbers. So that's had huge impact on our business. I mean, honestly, it's the only reason we are here where we are today is through that work.
I used to worry about the shadows. I hated knowing there was something there that I couldn't see. I thought the monsters out my window, yeah, they were waiting for me, they were waiting for me. But now my fears have started.
The sort of the culture and the atmosphere we created when we designed the office, we really wanted it to be a place where people could come together, and at lunch or after work they could hang out and be friends, spend time there, not just leave at the moment that work was done. And so we actually designed the whole thing around our ping pong room and sort of the pool table and that area where we could congregate.
Here we go now.
A lot of different things I like about Kelowna. Go snowboarding in the winter. There's really nothing that's not that nice about living here, but it's just everything kind of nice little package.
Here we go now.
In the early early days when we started the company, we had the lofty goal of building a company that would be worth like $10 million or something one day. Now we're actually planning a couple years, 3 years into the future and seeing, wow, we actually have a business that could be a $1 billion company. And it's interesting because we never set out to build a $1 billion company, but just growing the team, growing the company and concentrating on those things, we suddenly see that we actually could do that now, and it's actually really cool and really neat to see.